podcast. Get your podcast. Get your podcast. That's a little where are you going? There's a little homage to the Russell Brand show that I wanted to throw in. Get your podcast.
Fantastic.
Hello. Welcome. Welcome to Men with Hats and Also Beards. A show from was it a show?
A show about nothing, for nobodies, by nobodies,
with nothing to say.
with nothing to say, nothing to do.
I'm Marcus. I'm joined today by two other men with hats, and they've also got beards. To my left, in hysterics already. It's been what 49 seconds, and he's in hysterics already. I'm joined here by
Mark. You know my name.
Mark. I know his name. You don't. The guys don't. But he's getting sassy already.
Yeah.
And to my right is
It's the king, all killer, no filler. It's Conor.
one of the men with nothing to say, but all killer, no filler.
I need a cool nickname now.
Actually,
Mark the Hat.
No, I want a better one than that.
you want a cool
All
nickname?
killer no filler's a quality name.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, we will. Next thing to do. I didn't realise we were going full into it.
It's only
Sorry,
poor Sab listening to this.
Mark
This
wants to slam fridge doors around while we're recording. That's fine. That's fine.
Not a problem.
Make it real.
This is ambience.
Yeah.
In our recording room today, we're currently squatted around a fitness bench
Yep.
because
desk.
Mark is trying to make us feel
Dream maker.
less macho than he is.
Yeah, this is where the magic
It's where the magic happens.
Yep.
No magic has happened on this thing. I guarantee that.
So,
Anyway.
what have you been up to this week, Mark?
Uni. Painting corridors and stuff. And,
So
been a
is
bit
your
shit, really?
is your degree in painting corridors?
No, it's not. But it feels like it right now. They're taking the piss a little bit.
Why?
So just to be clear, what is your course?
It's photography.
Photography.
Yeah.
And you've been
Painting corridors.
painting corridors.
And not just the corridors, the doors,
You've been doing the
door
handiwork.
frames.
Earning your degree then.
They've essentially got us in to do. They've got the class to do the painting instead of getting someone in to do it because it's free labour.
Yeah.
And they've lied by saying it'll look good for the summer show at the end of
Does
this
it
year.
contribute towards your final?
Oh, and if you don't come in and help, you're gonna fail.
Well, do they try to do the angle of it's good to so like you've got like personal what's the word I'm looking for
It's exactly what you're thinking,
what am I
though.
thinking of
Like extra credit?
no when you
It's presentable, isn't it? It's just,
no when oh god fuck, what's the word I'm looking for when like you get yourself up to do something.
Oh,
Motivation.
Right, yeah.
What?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like your own personal motivation.
I was wrong then.
It's
It's
like,
so like.
how about I'd rather work on my degree
Yeah.
and lay in bed for a couple of extra hours instead of coming into painting your fucking corridors,
Yeah.
which has nothing to do with my
Because
course.
they want to save the money of getting some builders in to do it, for them to do it, so you can do it.
Yeah,
you little cunt.
like for instance, there's a room that's like a computer room. It's like dark grey,
Yeah.
but it's blotchy and crap where all the other pictures have been hanging over the last like 2 years, and they've suddenly gone, oh, I think we want to paint this all white because it will look nice and go with the classroom. So we're gonna have to paint this whole fucking room like 3 times just to get rid of the grey.
I wouldn't be surprised if they made you chip in for the painting.
Yeah,
like-
bring your own paint and paintbrush. If you don't, you'll fail.
yeah.
You hate photography
we
if
had
you
to, we
don't.
had to use our budget to get them.
Fuck off.
Honestly, we've got loads of rollers
Oh, I
and
thought you
shit
meant
and
like
that.
out of your own pocket.
No, like the paint. Well, depends who's and what's gone into it.
Me and Conor studied film arts a couple of years ago, and at the beginning of the 3-year course, one of our I don't want to say teacher, lecturer. He wasn't really there much, but he said that we would all be going to Cannes Film Festival at some point during the course.
And they lied, didn't
Yeah,
they?
that did not happen.
I mean,
No.
we went to London once.
We went to London.
And that was it.
Um,
In 3 years, that was it.
yeah, I got complimented by the lead singer of Weezer.
Weezer.
Or Weezer?
Yeah, it was Weezer.
Wait, what the fuck?
You know, Beverly
Is that only 'cause-
Hills.
Yeah, but why? Like, when do you...
He was
what?
wearing a Whalen
Yeah, I
Utani
was wearing an
t-shirt from
Aliens.
Aliens.
Was this in London?
Yeah, so that's the only
Where
good
did this
thing.
happen? No, wait, stop. I've never heard this. How do you mean?
It was near London Bridge.
What's with the you know like war memorial? There's like a mural on the wall near the river. But anyway,
But he was just walking around.
we
No,
were
he was
walking
on-
past, trying to kill time because we were there for this film festival. The film festival lasted for like an hour. The rest of
yeah.
it was us just dicking around in London.
Yeah.
And the only good thing to come from that trip is that I walked past the lead singer of Weezer. Wheatus or
No, it's Weezer.
It was
isn't it?
Weezer.
They both got glasses.
Wheatus are in Plymouth right now. They were in town yesterday.
Oh yeah, they're playing at some shit club, aren't they?
Yeah.
How much did they pay to do that?
I don't know. And it was Weezer, the more successful.
So yeah,
It wasn't Teenage Dirtbag. It was.
Are they playing like Walkabout or something?
Yeah,
playing at something that's not even like a.
A
the
student
shortest set ever for a 5-minute song.
I can't even tell you another song.
No, they did a cover of
Teenage Dirtbag. That's their song.
Show
Yeah,
No
there's
Respect
that.
or whatever it's called by Erasure.
Yeah, I know that one.
I think that's the Apollo.
That's it. That's 3 songs in it. 1, 2, and then they did the cover of.
Whereas Weezer are slightly.
Beverly Hills and Half.
Yeah, they're good.
And they had an album.
Pork and Beans as well. That was a good song.
What was the
That's
album?
only 3 songs I know.
What was the album with Harley from Lost on it? Wasn't it called Harley from
Yeah,
Lost?
it literally was called that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So
Also
I walked
song.
past, saw a guy point a finger, say "nice shirt," and I was like, "Thanks, mate." Carried on walking. Got a tap on the shoulder from one of I can't remember who it was, but they were like, "Yeah, that's the lead singer of Weezer." Oh, well, there you go. So that's my claim to fame. So yeah, these are the kind of things that come from art college. Is that you get
Bump into
recognised?
celebs.
Yeah.
Have you listened to any of Weezer since then? Like their stuff they recorded since then?
Did
sure
him
it's good.
saying "nice shirt" affect your?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Like,
like, did you make a cut of one of his
Basically,
albums?
no. All it did was I got to come home from a trip in London and say at least one thing happened in this entire trip, which we paid for. I'm pretty sure we paid to get to London.
Oh yeah,
to watch some amateur fucking films.
In the last 3 years, they've had 2 trips to London, 2 to France, I think. I've missed all 4
that
of
you
them.
funded yourself
Because you're already giving them $9,000 a year, and you're paying $9,000 for like the stuff, and then they go, "Can you give us an extra 500 to go on this trip?"
And paint our walls.
And when you're there, pay for all your stuff. It's like,
And
no.
so, what do I get out of this? Well, it's a bit of experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't want that. I want to pay for.
I nearly said to one of the lecturers, I was just like, does the library need doing, or does like the stairwell need doing as well, like while we're at it?
Yeah, shine your shoes while I'm here.
Honestly, it was just like, I was getting really annoyed, because you would.
You would. But yeah, that's the Plymouth Art College for you. We've all had similarly shit experiences.
Go on, do it closer to the mic. So
Today we're sponsored by Arizona iced tea, peach flavoured.
I'm opening it with a spoon.
Wait.
Oh, satisfying.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Just tastes like paradise.
So
It does.
today's topic, brought to you by Mark, is Britishisms.
Yeah, just
What's Britishism?
for me, just weird
Explain
things
yourself.
that like only we do over here. I think. I don't know if other countries are like it, because I feel like a lot of, for me, it was when I was like tidying up, I was thinking to myself, I'm house proud, but I'm not super house proud.
Yeah.
But then when people are coming to visit, you become super house proud.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
And it just made me like think of when my parents were selling up their house. Like, I lived there for 30 years, but then I used to go visit a lot, obviously. But when they were like selling it and they had to get the photos taken for like the estate agents and stuff, I've never seen that house more immaculate.
Yeah.
Like, it was like there was like hidden panels in the walls, and my dad had just like put everything behind him. Like, I didn't know where he put everything.
It's the equivalent to like sucking up a gut.
Yeah, yeah.
When-
Yeah, it's fully that.
Someone
It
said
is
to you,
absolutely that.
then the moment they're gone, out of sight.
Does your parents make extra effort to make it tidy for you, even though you
No.
lived there for 30 years?
That's how you know that.
See,
they
my
love
mum
you.
used to.
No.
But
I think they did when they first moved into their new bungalow, but not.
my mum,
No.
if I visit my mum, she would be like,
Well, she hears
sorry
this.
about the mess. I was like, oh, I lived with you for 19
She
years.
tidies up for me.
That's a different topic for a different day.
Episode 2, if you wanna know
fucking
more.
each other's mums. It would be safe for episode 2.
That didn't happen.
Yeah.
Although there is a funny story about my mum meeting you in your old place of work.
Well, you can't go from fucking each other's mums into that.
You can, because it's all tied.
Go on, then.
So I've known you guys for what, nearly 10 years, I think.
10 years,
So
too many.
my mum, exactly 10 years, fucking too long. So my mum, my lovely mother, has not really met many of you. I think she's met Alex once.
She met my cock.
Fantastic.
When you edit that, leave the gap, leave that long pause, because, wow. I'm sorry, mother. So yeah,
So
so Conor was she'd not met Conor before, so he was working. I can't remember where, but you were doing a till
I was
thing
working on the
somewhere.
till at Lidl.
And my mum just went to the till and saw your name badge. She only knows I've got a friend called Conor. She doesn't know what you look like. And she's just looked at this name badge, and I think she's just gone, do you know Mark? Like, and you've
Taking
just gone,
a shot in the dark.
and you've randomly gone, like my surname.
Yeah, I know Mark.
That blank. And then and she's just gone, oh, I'm his mother. Like, they've talked. And then literally like 3 weeks later, she's gone back up there, and I think you quit in this time.
Yeah.
But it was similar. It was very close to after you just quit that job, and she's just saw another guy at the till who was similar looking to you, and she's just gone up to this guy randomly and gone, "Hi, Conor," like, and this guy's just gone, "Huh?"
Yeah, that's not me.
So I'm really glad I wasn't like.
Yeah, she
with her,
was taking a shot in the dark there.
Yeah,
Guessing that.
yeah. She had no idea what you.
So
looked
what
like.
if she's? How long was it since she met you and then the other guy?
It's probably about a month or two. It depends when you quit.
Yeah.
It depends how long
So
it was.
so
after
she's
that.
say like 6 weeks. So
Yeah.
what if she spent like the 6 weeks building up the courage to say, "I love you," from love at first sight, run away with me and do all the dirty things that a mum and her son's friend would, and she went back to get you and ran off with this new guy.
Well, she got a downgrade then, didn't she?
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Straight.
Thank
Got
you.
your back, bro.
I don't know if that's a compliment, like from you. Like, she got a downgrade when it's
Well,
about
she
your
didn't-
mum.
Well, she didn't run off with the
Is
guy.
she
I
hot?
don't think. My mum.
Yeah.
That's a really hard. That's an awkward question. How do you answer that?
Well, you
Yes
don't
or
want
no?
to say no.
You don't want to
Because-
say no but you also don't want to say yes.
Okay. Do you find your mum hot?
Would
No,
you fuck?
I guess would be
Would
the
you
answer,
fuck your
but-
mum? You wouldn't.
Right, that's not.
That's a no, then.
Episode 1. Let's
Yeah.
not get into
Right
fucking
off.
each other's.
That's oh yeah. Sorry, we'll save that for next week.
We're done here.
Anyway, but no, it's the British are a weird bunch because
They are.
we had Eurovision like a week or two ago,
Yeah.
and one of our friends, his girlfriend from Spain, was down,
Yeah.
and you could just see the difference in culture. Whenever something hilarious happened on the TV or someone cracked a joke,
Yeah, there was the odd moment where she just laughed on her, sort of not her own,
Yeah.
but sort of
Well-
loudly, like more loudly, louder,
Louder.
Just
Louder.
loud even. Probably edit all of that out.
Loudlier. No, keep it in.
but yeah, we would do like an uproar. It's like, "Way!" and
Vindaloo started.
yeah, and start singing Vindaloo. But I don't think any.
She must have been explained all that though.
I
She
don't
must
know.
have been like
I don't
prepared for this kind of
Can't-
shit.
he would have had like
Are
pie
we
charts
the
and
most
graphs
rowdy
and-
like people? That...
Yeah, but we do it over the top because it's funny.
yeah,
Mm.
we're not.
It's not sincere.
We don't believe in it, which
Yeah.
is why I think we all get.
But
on.
I think we do it so. We've done it so much that it's become sincere.
Yeah, I think to outside people, they think we're
Well, we're
very
being mugged
rowdy
on purpose.
Twats.
not in like a muggy way, but in a kind of like
Twatty.
can't handle your booze
Boisterous.
way. Yeah. Whereas in reality, we're just sort of ripping
Lovely people.
some culture-y stuff.
It's like you know when you listen to or some
Like I actually
something,
hate the song Vindaloo. Like,
Oh, yeah,
really.
of course.
Like,
But you know
but-
when you start using slang
Sorry.
as like a joke. You know, remember YOLO?
Yeah.
But then you'd say YOLO like sarcastically.
Yeah.
But then you'd start saying YOLO like
Yeah,
like sincerely.
and it's not when it's like in either. It's it's like a
Oh,
year
way
later.
after. Yeah.
And then you start going, oh yeah.
That's
like,
I've started
yeah.
using the crying, laughing emoji more.
Oh,
Like,
with the
I-
okay.
Yeah,
the
with
okay
the
symbol.
okay emoji and the nail varnish one.
yeah.
What's
Are
that
you-
one represent?
Diva.
That represents
Slut.
like sassy kind of, I don't know, like diva, diva-y.
Oh, okay.
So like so
I
like
think we should have a whole episode, by the way, just going through them and seeing what we think they think, like separately.
Whatever.
well, I was thinking like
There's some
yeah, so it'd
weird
be like,
faces on there.
oh, what time are you meeting me? Oh, 12 o'clock, and then I'll just reply okay, and then the okay symbols, then the laughing, crying emoji, and then the nail
And
varnish
the
one.
aubergine as well.
Aubergine, and then the upside down smiley face.
And then bare flames.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
bare
bare
flames.
flames.
Oh, need you 100.
I did actually say to my brother the other day, I did actually say spud me fam.
What the fuck
Which
does
was,
that mean?
Spud me, fam.
Oh, I see.
I've never heard that.
That's
No, it's because it's on something I've been listening
That's
to and
spudding,
watching
is it?
recently.
Is that called
because
spudding?
What's that?
Just another podcast from sort of like a football channel, but it's just one of the guys on there says it.
Spud me, fam.
And I've just, because I've listened to it over the last year, I've just randomly said it.
Spud me sounds like.
I've only said it the one time,
Anyway.
like I've not, it's not something I've said multiple times.
Spud to me sounds like taking a shit.
Yeah, shit on me,
Yeah,
fam.
God, me drop a spud.
No, it's just fist bump.
Fist bump.
Shit on me,
Spud me
fam.
fam.
Lovely.
I quite liked it. But
Are there any other Britishisms that come to mind? So we got the tidying up just for company.
I was trying to think of more niche ones that like maybe comedians and stuff haven't covered.
But like the slang that we have is really weird. Like, so I know some people from Zimbabwe, and I said, "Aussie father," and that was just
Hey,
like,
my bird.
yeah, and that was just a different language.
Oh,
A different
yeah,
language.
yeah.
But it doesn't even really make sense to us. We just say like Gordon Bennett.
Gordon
Bennett.
So, like, don't you think, like,
It makes no fucking sense.
especially with our generation, because that's like an old-fashioned one, like Gordon Bennett. Do you think, like,
that is
to
like-
us, Gordon Bennett is just one word to us, like it has a whole new meaning?
No, that's it. Like when people say like, "Oh, arcadim."
Yeah, arcade.
That literally means hark at this person.
Yeah.
Like who in this day and age says hark?
Yeah, talk out thou.
Arcadim?
Yeah.
Like that's got to be like it sounds
That's
completely alien.
more kind of southwestern, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's proper.
I don't know. I think people say it
That's
sound
proper like brizzle down. Like,
oh, arcadim.
Arcade.
get on, what's on? all
Howsy
that stuff.
farver. Howsy farver.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
We're such a
Brit-
weird like
British are a weird
breed
bunch.
down here.
Yeah.
That's why I was trying to think of like really niche things. I wasn't trying to think of like the simple things like queuing. Like I was
yeah.
trying to think more along
All our
like
Britishisms for food, like chip butty.
yeah.
Oh.
yeah,
What's,
stuff like
what's
that.
the really northern one for like a chip sandwich? Oh god.
chip butty?
No, it's even northern
Like
than
sarnie.
that. No.
Sarnie's fucking. I hate
That's
that.
what like a bacon sandwich
Yeah.
to me. It's a sami. My dad says that.
Sarnie.
But
Yeah.
I found out that pudding in Yorkshire isn't like a chocolate pudding.
It's the Yorkshire
It's like gravy and like peas.
Yeah, yeah. It's a York.
And a
It's
York- yeah.
like a Yorkshire pudding.
Oh, fuck it. No, 'cause
Yeah.
Yorkshire pudding is its own thing. But
Is a what?
what?
A Yorkshire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it's got the pudding in the title.
Pudding.
Pudding, but no, a fucking
I'm not sure how you thought it was
pudding
chocolate.
from Yorkshire.
Is a what?
Not a Yorkshire pudding. It's something else, but it's like congealed fucking like gravy and peas and shit. What's wrong with these people?
Not to offend anyone.
Nah, fuck you. If you've been working down to mines all day, there's only one cure for that. That's a good old pasty.
Took mine.
Friday night, I'm with him.
No. Friday night's fish and chips night in my household.
Chippy tea.
Chippy too.
Yeah, my dad's got this routine where it's like
Where's he from?
Liverpool. I
there
should
you
be a little bit scarce, but thankfully I'm not.
Well, you're half
Otherwise,
Scouse.
I would have
So we've
stole your
offended-
phone
You're,
by now,
you're
right?
literally half Scouse.
I am, yeah.
Sorry for offending the entire of like the Midlands.
Yeah. But yeah, no. His thing is like, right, we'll go from the Sunday. I'll take you through the households sort of like
Yep.
meals, my family's. So Sunday they have the roast, standard British.
Oh, of
Let's
course.
have a roast on a Sunday. Monday is something with leftovers. Like, as in, if there's chicken
Oh, like
left over,
bubble
they'll
and
make
sweet.
like a
I
risotto, or
love
they'll
bubble
make
and
like,
sweet.
well, no, they'll just use like the meat.
Yeah.
So most of the time, it's usually meat, like the chicken.
So nothing goes to the waste.
And then my dad will just like do boiled potatoes with it. So it'd be like a second mini roast the next day,
Gotcha.
but minus the roasting. And then like Tuesday will be, oh, we've cooked the last 2 nights, let's just whack something in the oven. So it'll be something with nuggets probably.
Chicky nuts.
Chicky nug.
Yeah. And then I don't know what. I'm not sure about Thursdays because I haven't lived at home for a
What
while.
is a Thursday?
Do you have a set
meal?
menu? Does your parents have a set menu?
Not a set menu, but there are days during the week where it's like Fridays. Usually, my dad will go, "I fancy fish and chips."
Yeah.
And then when I'm eating it, I'm like, "We always have this on Fridays." And he's like, "Yeah, fish and chips on a Friday." Like, is this if it's a thing?
Okay, so days of the week, what meals belong to each day of the
Okay,
week? So
okay.
like Sunday's obviously
Yeah,
a roast,
Right.
and then Monday.
I'd say Monday is something quite because people don't like Monday, so it's going to be something that's in the back of the freezer that you just want to get rid of before you do your weekly shop. So it'll be like
I agree with that.
it'll be
But I
like
don't know what either.
Canadian steak and chips.
what's that like spam shaped in sausage shaped in like spam slices.
Spam fritters.
Spam fritters.
I fucking love spam fritters, by the way.
I've never eaten a
Spam fritters, tinned spaghetti, and
Spaghetti hoops.
yeah, and instant smash.
Oh.
What, in one meal?
Yeah.
Because you're
What?
going.
Oh, so you're getting rid of everything so you can
Yeah,
have
so,
your weekly shop.
so you're clearing the freezer, so you're doing your weekly shop.
Okay,
So
so
I was going to say let's do this backwards. So Sunday's roast.
Okay.
Which night out of Friday and Saturday is your takeaway?
Friday's
I'll say
takeout,
Friday because it's like you're celebrating this.
Right.
is
So
I've got
to me, Saturday is like if I could afford it more often, I think Saturday would be eat out night.
Yeah.
If-
That's
if,
usually
like,
when
every night's eat out night when I'm with your mum.
Oi oi!
fantastic. No, but that Saturday, yeah.
No.
I'm making that my catchphrase, by the way. Cut that.
Cut that.
That's
Yeah.
just
Saturday is that's burger van night when you've had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, I
You
think so.
get
What,
that-
for your dinner?
No, but if you haven't,
No,
you know,
because you're going out on Saturday, aren't you?
if you
So
haven't,
what? So you wouldn't eat before you go out?
Save money.
Well, no, because you're getting the burger after.
I know.
see, that's what I'd say
Pre-drink
as
meal
well.
is usually like nuggets and shit. Isn't it?
Nuggets.
I don't have a meal before pre-drink because I just want to get hammered.
Yeah.
I'll eat at like 5.
The best thing
and
to
then
do is eat something that you wouldn't mind throwing up later.
Oh,
you wouldn't want to eat like
Well,
a
I like cold pizza.
You
so,
don't want a tuna sandwich before you go out drinking.
No.
Because that would just be disastrous, wouldn't it?
It would be.
save the tuna.
But yeah, I don't know what you eat on a. What's Thursday?
Thursday.
No, we're on Tuesday, aren't we?
No, we're going back.
I was going backwards
Oh, right,
because it
sorry.
seemed easier to me because
Okay.
like
Thursday
Tuesday, Wednesday,
is-
Thursday is a bit like
Thursdays anyway. It's the frontier. It's the wild frontier.
Thursday is it's almost the weekend. I'm
Lasagna, I
I'm
think.
going to treat myself. So we got the last push of the work day on Friday, so it's going to be something nice, like lasagna.
Yeah, lasagna
Okay,
or
okay.
like a pasta bolognese or
Yeah,
something like that.
like
Something a bit more.
And and you would perceive it to be a cheeky lasagna. It's almost the
Yeah,
weekend, lads.
You put a
Yeah.
bit of like oregano on it and think that you're
Yeah,
fucking
it's
yeah.
spicy.
for me it would be like
At 80
fajitas.
hours.
Fajitas.
It's not
See,
quite cooking, but it's more cooking than
fajitas
just
is a
whacking something
Wednesday
in.
meal, I
Yeah.
think. Midweek.
For me, it's every
Midweek
day.
treat.
I just eat
You're a
them.
fajita fiend.
I eat them pretty much daily. So
Fajitas is a Wednesday. Fajitas to be like kind of we're halfway through
Hump
the
day.
battle, lads.
Hump day. Can I have
Yeah,
some fajitas?
hump day.
What,
Yeah.
it was National Hump Day yesterday or the day before. What is that?
I didn't get humped.
Right, hump day happens every week, which is Wednesday.
Is that a legit thing?
Yeah, well, no, because it's the hump day. You get over. You get
Yeah, I
through
know, but
Wednesday.
it was like everyone on Instagram I followed was like Happy Hump Day.
Yeah, it's when the booty comes out.
Wait, what day is it today? Is it Friday?
It's Friday.
Are you sure it wasn't Wednesday this happened?
It was Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would have just been hump day.
Oh,
Not national. Well, it is national because everyone has.
It's
A
like
Wednesday.
it's like a culture national
Yeah.
day.
Although it's the one thing you.
It's a
have you
social
ever worked-
media day,
You ever
isn't it?
worked
It's
in an
a-
office before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they call it like getting over the hump of the week.
It's fucking.
But-
Hump day. Oh,
Isn't
fuck.
the most depressing work day of the year like the 3rd of January or something like after Christmas? You're
Oh,
back.
First day back.
Yeah.
The first day back to it.
Britishisms, and I don't know if this is something that happens worldwide, but when you finished work and you go like, you know,
Mate, no, you've just done it. Tapping
Yeah.
your legs before you leave a conversation.
Yeah, well-
is- right.
That's me then.
See
Fake,
you
look at
tomorrow.
looking at your fake watch to get up. Like, all right.
We should
And,
do this
if-
again tomorrow.
If it's past 6 o'clock and you're leaving and you're back in at like 8 or 9, you got to go. We may as well just stay here. And like,
There's always that one person.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you live here, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Because you're staying late again.
Living the dream.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't know what else I mean by those things though. Because the cleaning one was the one that jumped out at me. I don't know quite.
I don't know.
That-
I know there are
if you
like
guys-
a million more.
if
but
you guys don't know Mark, he is a clean freak. He's got OCD. He's everything is spick and span.
that's a lie.
See how you? No, they don't know that.
Oh.
You could be painted as
I'm
this.
also 6'5".
Also, the only people listening to this are our mums anyway. So
My
Sorry,
mum
Mum.
won't be listening.
Yeah, she'll
My
love
mum will
this.
not be listening to
No,
this.
Mums, tune in next week because you'll enjoy the topics. That's right. So Tuesday, Wednesday, on Tuesday now.
Tuesday.
And then he just went ironing.
Tuesday's stew.
Yeah.
No, because that's you getting rid of the roast.
No, well, the Monday because we're going for a shop on Tuesday. So
Oh shit! Okay. Oh,
I think
We're
Monday's
going for the weekly
Monday's
shop.
stew day.
we're going.
Monday is stew day,
Monday's like
which
stew
it
day.
should be Tuesday.
Hey!
First pun of the podcast.
Tuesday is we're going for the weekly shop.
So that's when you have your Vienna ice cream
Yeah.
for dessert.
Oh, you what?
Vienna.
Viennetta?
Yeah, Viennetta.
Vienna is like-
it's a fucking place, isn't it?
That's some
Yeah, like
syllables,
proper,
man.
like proper Italian ice cream, shipped in from
Oh, I
Italy.
love a bit of Vienna.
Viennetta. Okay, yeah, which is disgusting, by the way. It's the
Yeah,
worst
it's
fucking ice cream ever.
Get out.
No, you
In
can't
my
beat
house.
A
In my
Mr.
house.
Whippy,
Right.
99.
In my house
flake.
growing up, that was that when that came out to play. When Viennetta came out to play after dinner, I knew my mum and dad had a
Whoa.
good week at the wages. that
We had just had
and Ferrero Rocher.
Christ.
Ferrero Rocher.
I thought it was. I literally was like, oh, we're doing well.
Our Ferrero Rocher was.
Did your mum used to come in with when they were on like in a pyramid on the big plate?
Yeah.
Like, Ferrero Rocher,
Yeah, yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
No,
days,
like,
Mum.
no, legitly, like with the Viennetta, she put it on the tray in the middle of the table
Oh,
as if it was,
God.
and I was like, "What's this fancy ice cream?" And I was like, since I moved out, like
It
when
tastes
you
like
go,
shit,
you go
though.
to like Asda or something, and you just go, "Oh, it's £1."
Yeah.
like I'm having one of them
See,
to myself.
For us, it was. We had Neapolitan ice cream,
I like
but our Ferrero Rocher was always Toblerone.
Ugh.
'Cause, I don't know. I think that's like the downgrade of
I do like
Ferrero
a
Rocher.
Toblerone though.
Did your parents smoke when you grew
Nope.
up? No.
Yeah, my mum did.
Did your parents ever like just go to the corner shop at night to get like fags or anything like that?
No.
And then they'd be like,
They
"What
always
you-"
sent me down the shop to get like anything.
Oh, well, my dad used to go up for whatever, and I'd be like, "Oh, do you want anything?" And then I've got a brother and sister, and we would always say like, "Whatever we want." Pokemon cards and crisps and sweets and stuff.
Space Invaders.
Yeah. So he's gone off to this journey to the shop, and we're excited because we're about to get like, I don't know.
I think I know where you're going with
a
this.
double decker.
It pisses me off.
It pissed me off. As children, it pissed us off. So yeah, we were expecting like a double decker or a pack of Starburst, something really nice. And he would return and would be like, "Oh my god, what is it?" And he would present 3 separate 10p
Chomps or something.
Cadbury's chomps. And I don't know if you ever had. I don't know if you've ever had
I'm so glad I
So
guessed
much
that.
disdain in
I
your
don't
face.
know if you've ever had a chomp before, but
Yeah.
it's just caram.
I'll follow
I'll
on
say
this in a
how
sec.
It's
My
a
worst-
shit fudge.
20 centimetre long shit. It's not fudge.
No, but it's
No,
like
it's not
fudge.
fudge. It's just.
See, that's
no,
the
I mean,
thing.
it's chocolate
Chewy.
bar fudge. It's like a shit version of those.
No. It's just Cadbury.
I roll those two things in the same
caramel,
pile of
thin
shit.
caramel coated in chocolate. And the most annoying thing is, because we all
So
fucking hate
angry.
it. I am. The annoying thing is, there's only 5p difference between that and
What you
the
wanted.
much better fudge, Cadbury's fudge,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I love fudge.
And also, but back in those days as well, like say it was when you were a kid,
Yeah.
like everything's only going to cost like sort of 30p.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Well, the thing is,
whereas
I've,
now
I've
I'd be
always,
like, oh, fair, it's about another.
I've always
60p on top.
I've always been a little bitch. So I made it quite clear that I didn't like this fudge, and so did my brother and
Did you
sister.
pay for it?
Insert those nail emojis.
I guess in some way, yeah. Pay for it by fucking eating it. Anyway, so we would make it quite clear, but he would always. I mean, I'm grateful that he got us anything, but yeah, he would always get us this
Clip you around the ear. for a little
10p
shit.
chomp.
I'm going to follow it up with the worst chocolate bar ever.
Go on then.
Cali Wally.
No, it's,
See, that's what the chomp was like. It
Yeah,
was like that,
that's
but
what
with
I
that-
mean.
But that had the best thing because that had holes, so less of it.
Yeah, but but it's longer.
no, it's the way they fucking like fall apart as soon as you take one bite. It's just disintegrating.
I don't know why
within
they're
your
a
hand.
thing.
Alright, have
Me and
you-
my brother had them at Christmas recently because they came in a selection
Yeah.
box, and we're both just there. Like we got through the other stuff,
They're
and we got to
chewing.
this
You
thing
can't
and just
bite
went.
it like it's beef jerky as well. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't matter if you leave it. You could leave it next to the fire. It won't melt. It will still be like it's chewy enough to bite through. But once you've taken that first
Imagine
bite,
what
it
it's
just turns into like cement.
Imagine what that's like in your stomach, though.
Yeah, I don't want to. It's,
Right, okay. Have you ever had a Lanky Larry?
Tune in next week for more sex positions from Marcus.
Have you ever had a Lanky Larry? A Lanky Larry,
I think I had one before it came out.
I'll say it was
Sorry,
about...
savage.
It was like a
We'll talk about
40,
that another day.
40 centimetres long, thin, tastes like banana.
Can that be the name of
You
this
need more
episode,
fibre in
please?
your diet.
Wait, could that be the name of this first episode, please? Lanky
Lanky
Larry.
Larry. Right, it was 40 centimetres long, tasted banana, thin, and the packaging was a really, really tall man on the packet. And he would have like a goofy face, a really small torso and arms, and I'd say like 90% of it was just legs. And then feet at the end.
You made that
No,
up.
I mean, look it up.
That's literally not a thing.
If we upload this to YouTube, just throw up a picture right now of the Lanky Larry, because I will
God.
find it.
Mark's getting his phone out.
I wanna
While
look
he's
at this.
doing that.
Right.
Fucking hell.
Any other obscure sweets?
I want to know favourite, worst, and obscure.
Oh, okay,
As
favourite.
in, what's like one that's like, why is that a thing?
Okay.
Okay.
Not because you hate it. I just mean like Lanky Larry.
Yeah.
I doubt it's the worst.
Oh no, it was great.
That's what I mean. But I've never heard.
It was a
of
bit like I guess MWHAAB.
I'm about to find out.
Lanky Larry.
If this comes up with anything other than a chocolate bar, I'm not going to be happy.
It's not chocolate. Right, Conor.
Well,
favourite, sweet, worst sweet, and what was the other one?
Most obscure, like
Most
like
obscure.
a Lanky Larry, like one that one that we may never have heard of.
See, I don't know about obscure.
fuck it, what's the thing?
I think my favourite, and it's a weird one because it's not even that good, but it was always a rare treat. Oh, let's have a
Look
look.
at that picture someone.
That's it.
That's a Lanky Larry, is it?
That is
Go back.
Yeah, I know. I found the
Alright,
actual
well-
ones, but
Yeah, fucking hell.
That's it. Lanky Larry.
I remember seeing them. Now that you.
Oh wait, no,
now
that's
that I've
not it.
seen-
Go back. That was.
But now that I've seen the picture, I
it
can
was
kind of.
Yeah, that's it. No, that's not it. It was. The packaging was blue.
Iron Brew bars.
Iron Brew bars. They were
Jesus.
Go on, Conor.
My favourite was the Nougat bars.
Nugget.
Nougat.
Nugget.
Nougat.
Right.
Right. They were.
Sorry, what was that?
Is that what you get like
I had something completely.
Cut that. It's the the big pink
Yeah.
pink and white things. They're just I don't know. They taste good. They're kind of shit, but they taste good.
Nugget.
They're always like a rare treat. Worst ones, I'm gonna say, outside of an ice cream, a flake has no business.
Flake, yeah.
Because you take a bite.
No, they're great.
No, the flakes fall
I'm
on
with
you.
Conor on this.
Because you don't realise that they have like the flakes have fallen on your trousers.
Yeah.
They
Until you stand
implode.
up and you just look like you've shit yourself. 'Cause it's all like melted all
Through
over
your
you.
dick.
Yeah, it looks fucking awful.
They are the weakest chocolate bar ever.
Yeah,
No,
it's like a
flake.
Thanos.
They're a
Thanos
flake. They're
chocolate.
literally what they
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
I can't believe someone invented that and went, we've got this great name.
They don't belong
Yeah.
anywhere but
You
know-
can't tell
inside a
me.
99.
You know,
flake.
Magnum adverts. It's like, well, I don't know if they do them anymore, but back in the day, they would be like a woman in like a bath, and then
Or she'd
yeah,
shag
and,
Magnum.
she's like got a little tit out, and then like
Would you have a good chomp of it?
she's just done like frothing up a soapy area near her puss hole, and then
Fantastic.
she's got a Magnum, and she takes the packaging off, and it's like all perfect in Photoshop, and then she takes a big crunch, and it's like she's biting into like I don't know, a brick or something. Like
yeah,
Yeah?
I do remember.
just imagine that, but for flake, and it's just you sat
Oh,
there going,
fuck.
"Oh, it's all over me fucking trousers."
I've changed my mind about.
Wait, just quickly though, I just want to know, when they invented the flake, you can't tell me that they didn't come up with the bar before the name.
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah.
the first guy bit it and it went
Oh, it's a bit
everywhere.
fucking flaky.
And then he just went,
Yeah.
Genius.
yeah.
No, I've changed my mind for flake, and it's a bit of a cheat because it's not technically a chocolate, but fucking choc ice cream.
Ah, boring.
Do you remember? What's for afters, buddy?
Choc ice.
Choc ice.
No, you got choc. My
Or a
sister.
split.
My sister told me a story about this once. She was in earshot of this ice cream van, and
It's so fucking
these kids were walking past with their parents, and that literally happened. The kid was like, "Oh, what a fucking
A nick of block of glory.
a nick of block of glory," and he went, and she went.
Not in this economy.
She went, "No, you're not having that. You got choc ice in fridge."
In the fridge.
No, not in the fridge. In fridge. Choc ice in fridge.
into a fridge.
Oh, fuck me! No!
For anyone that doesn't, for some reason, doesn't know what a choc ice is, it is just a block of like the worst artificial
It's not
ice
even
cream.
vanilla, is it? It's like
Yeah,
white.
it's just that
It's
fake
water
ice
flavoured.
cream.
It's water flavoured ice cream.
Yeah, and
Like,
with a like the thinnest coating of the worst chocolate.
it's nearly like it's paper thin.
Yeah.
The chocolate.
And it wasn't.
tastes of nothing.
You couldn't even buy them like on their own. They were in a multi pack of like 50 with like
20p.
yeah, 50 for 20p, and they were in white plastic.
like-
no, not even a name on them. Just like one of those like little barcodes on each one.
Yeah.
The paper would, and like the actual packaging would always like each
Oh,
chocolate
yeah.
bar would be like paper.
It's actual,
And then
like,
when you get to the
fucking, like,
bottom,
rice
when you get that
paper.
last bite and when it's all melted, it's just like ice
Yeah.
creamy paper at the bottom. Don't tell me you didn't eat that.
I know.
No, you suck on it.
See this?
To get the flavour
This
off
was
it.
another
Just
example
didn't-
of
didn't-
my parents doing. They would get choc ices. This has been my mum mostly. She would buy choc ice. I think because she liked them. But yeah, so I would place my chomp down in disgust and go, well, that's not getting
not
it.
fudge.
That's not fudge. I'm gonna go look in the freezer for something else sweet. Be presented by fucking choc ice.
I'll just die then.
It's a wonder I turned out the way I
The
did.
eye contact you made with me then when you said fucking choc ice.
That's growing up lower class, middle class.
Yeah, that
so
is-
What was that? That was your
That was the worst one.
right. Okay, what
Yeah.
was the most obscure?
It's not obscure, but it's the sweet that nobody ever bought for good reason, and that was the what are they called, like the fruit twists. You know, they
Those
come
like
on like
winder things.
yeah, fruit winders.
The ones that you had to peel off
yeah,
of.
and they
what was that?
they would break,
yeah.
and your hands would get all.
I hate anything messy like that. Like I'd never buy.
But do you remember
like
the
push
adverts
pops
for them?
and.
Yeah,
It was just like the characters getting violently like
over animated.
killed.
I don't know this.
It'd be like one of the what their anthropomorphic little fruits. It'd be like an
Oh,
orange
yeah, yeah,
walking
yeah.
along the street, and then like the pineapple would like run it over with a.
Next
Yeah.
time we should watch. Next time we should watch that advert and
I thought-
react while we're listening. Like,
I thought
watching
you
it.
meant like the kids eating it were like in horrific accidents.
No, that would be good.
Like walking down the street with a winder and getting hit by a fucking truck. Or
Do you remember the MWHAAB packages where they were all shagging each other?
Yeah, and they had to
What?
change it. Yeah,
No
So-
joke.
Can we change it? Right. So from now on, if we're getting like any, we call it MWHAAB.
Getting a bit of the old
So
MWHAAB.
it was. They had to change it. It was So it would be like
Mao
on
and
each
Bam.
on each MWHAAB strip will be like the flavors as like cartoons, and they'll be like hugging each other or something like that. But yeah, there was one where it was like I don't know, a peach proper doggy style fucking this like apple.
Right, no, but
Coring
it sounds like we're making it up.
No, it's legit.
I haven't
can't
seen
tell
that.
you. I'm telling you.
But I want to. So once
Look it
again,
up.
Look it up.
Once again, I'm going to get to my phone.
MWHAAB shagging. Search history.
I've also found.
Just put band MWHAAB.
I've also found my chosen obscure sweet while searching for those Lanky Larry bars.
Lanky Larry.
Wait, have you got your favourite or anything?
Yeah, what was my favourite? My favourite was Nougat.
Oh, you went
Nugget.
for Nugget. So, any
Nugget.
like, is that included? Is that what's in the triangles and the quality streets? Is that Nougat?
No, that's like truffle.
It's praline, isn't it, or something?
What, it's just those like pink and white.
I'm trying to think.
Long bars with,
I
like
see.
nuts.
Yeah,
in it.
yeah, okay. I'm thinking.
Like, have you double decker? Cadbury's double decker. That's got
Yeah,
that's got
I know.
nugget.
Well,
Kind
Mars
of
bars
not
and-
quite marshmallow, but like
No,
that.
that's marshmallow.
It's
No,
not marshmallow. It's just mellow. Like
Also, fucking just a special mention
Yeah, go
to
for it.
Milky Ways.
shout
Oh,
out to
fuck
Milky Way.
yeah.
Mate,
Yeah,
Magic
yeah.
Stars.
Magic Stars.
love them.
Do they even
Milky
exist
Ways.
anymore?
No,
I'd like them
yeah.
if they brought them back. Could they make them a little bit bigger?
Yeah.
Because when, when you're a kid, it's fantastic, but like they're not big enough.
Yeah, Milky Way's fucking epic. I didn't go through my I'll say favourite as a child. I'll say the best sweet. I'm more of a sweet guy than a chocolate guy.
You always buy
But-
Haribo.
Oh, I love it though.
I've gone off Haribo. I've killed that one.
Oh, shit.
My favourite is
Super
the
mix,
fruit.
though.
It was the fruit pastel,
Space
but
mix.
of recent reflection, it's
Recently, like you've been thinking about it for hours.
well, no, we've
Sorry.
been thinking about it for days actually. It's jelly tots.
Jelly
That's a
tots.
good shout, you
They're
know.
fucking epic.
Wait, they're the hard
They're ju-
ones.
No, that's wine gums.
No,
jelly
no,
tots are
that's-
just
that's-
small fruit pastels, tiny.
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah.
like
Oh,
young
yeah.
kids.
No, your midget gems is your.
No, they're like really hard.
We'll talk about that
That's
another time,
wine
by
gums.
the way.
No, it's not. Wine gums are soft.
No, wine gums are hard.
No, they're not. They're soft.
Boiled.
Well, they're like
Jelly
fruit,
tots.
the
are
things
like-
I'm thinking of. They're like fruit pastels.
Yeah,
tiny
jelly
little
tots
things.
like fruit pastels,
But
they're
they're
little.
hard. They're like sugar coated. Like
Yeah, they're not like solid though. They're just like fruit pastels. Like,
Oh, no,
you have to
I-
bite into them a little bit.
I don't know.
They're decent.
American.
though. I know exactly what you mean.
Yes,
They are.
But they were shit because they break your teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But-
that's a good shout.
We'll talk about our midget gem addiction.
Oh yeah.
The 50p like Sainsbury's bags.
Well,
I used to go through them quite a lot.
my days in college, trying to save money on 30 quid a week I'd get. I for lunch at college, instead of buying like a fucking sandwich or something, I would buy like a 10p solid brick of like jelly before you eat the stuff.
that leads beautifully on into my obscure sweet.
Again in white wrapping,
Yeah.
just saying red jelly or something.
Like red jelly, and I'd eat that, and I'd also buy a 10p bag of midget gems to see those. It's a wonder I ever got fat in the first place.
So, you saying the jelly then,
Yeah.
right? These I remember eating a lot of. I'm not the biggest fan of jelly. Like I don't like the idea of it as an adult. I didn't really eat it as a kid either. But I ate like Haribo and
It's not
stuff.
filling, and it doesn't even taste.
Sorry.
good.
I'm just imagining jelly on a plate, wibbly wobbling, and
Get
you go,
that
and,
on my
and then
face.
Mark going, "I don't like that. The idea of that as an adult."
I don't, mate. But
Not happy
I
with
do
that.
remember going through a phase of eating these things.
What is it?
Not dicks, right?
What are we here? Oh, the fucking
Like
like.
monstery things used
No,
to
I
peel the
never
back
had
off.
those.
So we're looking at those little gummy.
I don't know. I don't know. What,
multicolored
I don't know what they're actually called.
They're like bug, like insects.
They all had names like ocean gummies and like insects and stuff, but
Do
it's
you know
like
what? It tastes like soap. They taste
I don't
like
remember. I don't
shampoo.
remember what they taste like. I just remember like that was a very like I think they were like 10p a time. or
I've-
something.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if I
The kind of thing my dad would bring home and go.
yeah,
Here you go, you little shit.
that was so that was your family's chomp,
No. For me,
or
it's
they
a bit-
they actually loved you, so they got you something else.
my dad didn't usually go to the shop unless he needed like actual
Condoms.
like food for tea or something. So
Yeah.
it wasn't really like he wouldn't really get snacks and stuff. But we had a butcher's down the road, and
Why? What was there?
leave that dead air as well.
Yeah.
That'd be beautiful. That could be the opening line of the podcast.
Yeah.
But no, so he'd like we get our like he'd bring back like a sausage roll and a pasty and whatever, or like a pie or whatever. I used to get a steak pie all the time.
Was this back in Liverpool?
No, this was just like when I lived at home. And I was nice, fast part of the podcast. And basically for me and my bro, it would be those. Do you remember those like? Are they like pink finger donuts?
Oh, I fucking
yeah.
love those.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was my.
Oh.
I liked them though.
Were they
Yeah.
slightly crispy? Slightly,
Yeah,
oh.
not the shit ones. I mean, like
God,
these
yeah.
were the ones that were like
Yeah.
donuts. But
Like
with
From
the-
the
ice
proper
fingers
bakers.
or whatever.
They are beautiful.
they did stop selling them though and changed to the cheaper, shitty ones. The butchers up near where we used to live.
Yeah, yeah.
They're beautiful.
They did down market a bit for like the cheap ones you get at like school
For
dinners.
the riffraff that live.
Yeah, they taste like hot dog buns. It's just like, and that's not the one.
Do you remember the fucking
my
like
God.
sponge cake you get at school for school dinners with like the shit
Yes,
custard that you
great.
Oh no, I never had that. I never had school. I was a packed lunch kid
PLO.
until secondary school. Then
Did you ever have PLO?
No.
What's PLO?
It would be like some kid comes running into your classroom and they go PLO, and that just meant
No.
that you could eat your packed lunch outside.
What
'cause it was,
year
like,
did
sunny.
you? Wait, what year was
What
this?
is this, the army school?
Yeah, we used to have to eat our
Packed
packed
lunch
lunch
outside?
indoors.
Alex, I'm so sorry.
Get to the barrack, get your rations out, boys.
So it'd be like some kid running like he's got the news that like
Yeah.
the war is over, and he burst in like, I've got an urgent message, PLO.
See, I would prefer that to what I got, and I guess that the standard would be tuck. Get your tuck.
Tuck shop. Oh,
Tuck,
Mate,
tuck,
I love the tuck shop.
tuck. Shop.
Was your tuck shop just like a hole in the wall? And
No.
there'd be some like old biddy behind there, like anything from the
The
truck.
one I remember
No, we never really
was
had any
up
shops.
near your old house in Lipson Road. There was a house up there on the other side of the street, on the corner,
Yeah.
and every now and again they just open up and be a tuck shop.
What?
And I don't know, like when I was ever in. I think my auntie used to live up around that area, so we would drive down
Yeah,
there.
she did.
Yeah.
You've been around, haven't you?
So she.
Are you my dad? Oh, get on!
Hello, son.
Get on,
It
boy.
is
I'm an
what
old
was
one,
it
you
you got? Is gummy bug thing in
Bug things.
weird rapping.
Oh no, wait. I'll go back to actually. That was just I was just using that as my
Tuck shop though.
what's the
Jesus.
word I used? In different type one.
What?
Alternative.
No, like when I said sweets, it was like favourite, worst, and then
Oh,
I forgot
obscure.
obscure. Obscure is the word I wanted. Yeah, favourite and worst. I'm gonna go worst is Cali Wally. We've been through that.
Yeah.
That's just fucking
I
horrible.
think that's just a
Caramel,
universal agreement.
caramel in general.
Favourite.
Get them out of
Favourites.
Christmas.
Favourites between
Right.
two that aren't sold anymore. One's a sort of a 90s classic that no one remembers, and I've not met anyone who remembers this chocolate bar
Go on,
yet.
then.
It's called a Secret.
No.
Yeah.
Golden packet. It was like a walnut whip without the walnut, but it was like longer, and it had that
Holy
like
shit.
cream
Yeah.
filling.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
And it was like spirally chocolate, but it didn't
No.
die on you like a
That's
flake.
nice.
They
But
were
a tiny, right? It wasn't, but
They
it was
were-
a tiny bit like Kinder.
yeah.
Wait, is it just like the Kinder strip of like?
Yeah, almost. What were they called? Like,
Fuck, what were they?
wait, it's
called?
got the packaging's got like a little
It's like a
boy from the
Bueno.
30s.
It's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Bueno, but like really thin
Bueno.
and long. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. I like
The-
that.
the
They're-
sticks.
I love anything like that flavour.
Yeah.
Is like the best.
That's your favourite.
The Secret is, or do you remember the marbles? Like
Marbles?
Cadbury's marble.
No.
They were like the triangles
is
from
that-
Quality Streets,
Oh,
but
shit,
they were. It was a bar of it.
No.
So
That sounds
each
great, though.
section had like that
Was it like a Toblerone?
squishy like praline sort of a centre.
Holy shit.
They honestly, I don't believe you've never had them. They were newer.
Do you remember fish and chips crisps?
Yes.
Do you remember fish and chips?
Dot
Yes.
dot crisps.
No,
I do.
yeah, but
I remember going.
I
I'm never
know.
buying them.
What about fucking Tangy Toms, mate? God, they were good. Tangy Toms.
Larry
Mate,
was he Larry?
if we're gonna go back to old
Lanky
Tempe
Larry?
crisps, cheeseburger, like the hamburger,
Never had
Oh,
those.
yes.
the American
Yeah.
football packet.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'd say
god.
the most famous one is probably the Transformers snacks.
Transformer snack.
Yeah,
Space
Space
Invaders.
Raiders and stuff. is
I
the,
still get those Space Raiders.
Do you remember?
I would, but I
Puffs?
just forget to. Like
Puffs?
cheese puffs.
No, puffs. They were like Rice Krispies, but they would be like beef flavor.
Oh yeah.
No,
No,
I
they
don't
were like
remember.
they were like
Really thin.
they were like
Rice Krispies.
rectangle shape.
Oh, I don't
No,
remember.
But
they-
really small.
They literally just look like Rice Krispies.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
yeah.
They were really nice because they like melt in your mouth.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
were
remember
nice.
those
What
at
about?
all.
Did you ever have the Postman Pat ones? They were nice. Postman Pat ones.
No.
No.
Did they ever do a tugs?
What about the prawn ones? The prawn ones. What were they
I
called?
don't
The
know
prawns?
them.
They were
Oh
the
wait,
kids.
I remember Oinks. I remember the.
Very
Oh, yeah, I
nice.
remember what
The packet was
Sorry.
literally like it just had prawns on it, like smiling.
I remember seeing the packet, but I don't think I ever bought them. I went through a phase of eating prawn
Did,
cocktail crisps a lot,
going back-
and now I'm just like,
It blew my mind when I found out like Skips were just always prawn cocktail.
yeah, I went off them.
But I
'Cause
hate
it-
prawn cocktail.
Yeah, that's what I
And
mean.
then-
I used to love Skips, and now I'm like, I just don't want them now.
Very strange.
Going back to Tuck in secondary school, did
Tuck.
your shop ever get visited by a Tuck van, driven and sold by a man called Mouldy Dave?
Moldy Dave.
No,
Tell us
mate.
more about Moldy
Well,
Dave.
I'm older
So-
than you, aren't I? So probably not.
Ah, okay.
So I've got the extra couple of years on you.
So after school,
I mean, on the young one.
after school,
6'5".
everyone would go out, and across the road would be this small, very small van. But and this guy called, well, I don't think that was his actual name, but we called him Mouldy Dave.
Did you know that his name was even Dave?
No.
Okay.
And he used to sell his van wouldn't just have sweets and stuff. That'll be like, I'll say a good 50% was sweets and stuff like that, but it would have like toilet paper and milk and bread. I don't know if he just ransacked.
Toilet
Well, yeah, it was like a miniature corner shop driven around.
Tuck and fuck shop.
So I don't know where he got this stuff.
Tuck and fuck.
Tuck and fuck shop.
Get your tuck and fuck.
I don't know
Come on,
why,
Dave, if
why has
you're
he got
listening to
toilet
this,
paper in his van?
No, I think he's dead now. I heard he was dead.
Right, do you reckon the toilet paper was to sell, or was it that he had a toilet in his van?
I don't know,
Oh,
but he
had a
fucking
makeshift
stank.
toilet.
And it was just on the side.
was
He
just
stank,
like-
he was filthy, and he wouldn't like wear gloves to like pick sweets out to give to kids.
I mean,
so,
I hope
like,
he's listening.
No,
Yeah.
up there, rest in peace, Molly
Oh.
Dave. So he would sell those really long gummy snakes, 15p each, and he would just like
50p, they're like 10p each.
no 15p.
Oh, well, sorry, I got a bit angry.
So he would pick up like a handful with his like greasy, dirty hands and like
Wow.
dish them out. Yeah, and
Man's dead, mate.
he used to have this.
Yeah,
he used to have this trick where he could stretch his neck really, really far, like an old man's foreskin.
Like a what?
An old man's foreskin.
I see.
Did you find this out because you put your dick down his throat?
Whoa. Cut that.
So yeah, he would pull it out because the kids
Pull what out? Clip that up on its own.
the kids would be like, do the trick, and he would pull out his neck, his skin, and I don't know if that made me more hungry or less hungry.
Do you remember you could buy...
Wait, we can't leave it on that.
No, we can. Man's passed away. Insulting his memory. Although visitors to school, do you remember the fucking guy with the giraffe?
Yes,
Fuck off, what?
I saw that was around.
Yeah, he had a skeleton in
dying
his
over
van.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
so
literally
it was
perishing.
it was a long white van.
He had a fucking skeleton in there.
Yeah, it had a giraffe on the side of it with like kind of like the Toys R Us giraffe.
Yeah, what was his name?
Giraffe.
Giraffe.
Yeah.
Giraffe.
Giraffe. Anyway, you go in. It would be like you'd go in. It would smell nice, and it would have carpet on the floor, and you go all this excited. It was all
The
dark.
carpet is the kind of carpet that hurts your hands when you put your
Yeah,
hand on it too
rough.
long.
Yeah, yeah.
I literally
Brillo
remember
pads.
I remember they had loads of tiny lights on the
Yeah.
ceiling to make it look like
And
stars.
a skeleton.
Fucking
An actual
a
man skeleton.
Big
This
old
was not.
Actually, it was a
skelly.
woman skeleton. Wasn't she called like Rosie or something?
I don't know, but how do you think she died?
Would you have boned her?
He killed it. Moldy Dave provided it.
Oh,
I can't believe you both just like palmed off my joke like that.
oh sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say?
I said, would you bone her?
Cut that.
Fuck. I'm here all week.
But yes, she was a pretty sexy skeleton. I can't remember the purpose of these.
Well,
He-
it wasn't
he-
anything to do with the school. It was
he
just some
pulled
bloke
up-
pulled up.
Yeah, he pulled up in his
I'm
van.
like, look at this little girl's skeleton. Rosie skeleton.
Probably cut that too.
But our mate Chris had a thing that he was telling us about that he used to go to in Cornwall called Ben's Play World.
Oh fuck yeah!
And well, the moment I heard that, I was like, mate, that's fucking pedo. Like, straight up. And then he was like, no, it's not. It's just this, like, it would be this, like,
No, it
it
isn't.
would be like this garden that you go to and it had like loads of like crazy shit going on that you could do. And then I looked it up and the fucking guy who was done for being a pedo.
Did he?
Yeah. So Ben's Play World was really as told you as it sounds.
Oh,
Oh, fuck
I
me.
bet Chris has got some stories.
Yeah, we'll need to get him to explain what Ben's Play World was.
I don't know if I want to know.
Did we finish your favourite and favourites?
Yeah, it was the
Yeah, Marble and
I can't
Secret would be
think
my
of any.
favourites.
I can't think of any more obscure sweets from
I'm
childhood.
literally not thinking of obscure ones.
Do you
I mean,
remember those,
blackjacks.
Do you remember those like little pots? And it would come with like little tiny breadsticks, and then like
Oh,
you
the,
would-
like the chocolate.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was
God, I
chocolate
love
or
it.
something,
They got
yeah.
They sell them
KP.
at the American sweet shop.
but like the dip
The little
was
KP
like
dips. Yeah.
didn't go all the way down.
No, it was like
It was yeah. Like,
you had like
so
20
the
sticks,
stick
yeah,
and you had
break
like
every time.
yeah.
When you,
1,000,000%.
yeah.
Like, well, the first couple
How
would work.
dense is this chocolate?
It was basically like when you first open it,
Yeah.
it would be like the chocolate would be good. By the third or fourth stick, it was starting to like harden because of the air.
And then we've got
And
left
then-
there's like 10 sticks.
yeah, then they would start breaking, so you have to eat it quick.
What about? Do you remember those lolly? Well, it wasn't really lollipop. It was like this candy that it was like a whistle as well, and it had like a parrot on the
Yeah.
packaging.
You get them at like pharmacies.
Oh yeah. Pharmacy chocolate. Chocolate sweets.
Like
other
your
one.
mum goes there because she's got like arthritis or something, and you're like,
I've got this massive lump on my left tit.
I'm done.
What else was we up?
I'm in tears. I'm literally in tears.
I think I
yeah, that That medication's £3, please. I've only got £2.90. I need it to live.
That'd be great though if like you got like I don't know some woman's got throat cancer or something she can't talk, and so she, instead of like rasping away, they can just ask her yes or no questions and she can answer by going. Can you afford your medication this week, Mrs. Robinson? Oh, off you go.
It fucking broke me. The tears in my eyes right now.
Cut that.
No, don't cut that.
No. I got this massive lump on me left tit. Yeah, Doctor, how bad is it?
Like, the kids are annoying anyway. So you give them a lollipop to shut them up.
Yeah.
But then, what genius put a fucking like whistle in?
There's another, whistles. You can get whistles in like kid shops. What fucking parent buys their kids a fucking
I know,
whistle?
honestly.
That must be the worst, like, thing a parent can give to
so
a kid.
annoying.
I don't know, what about those wagga 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 wagga?
Right, I can do a great impression of those.
Yes, you when you throw up.
Is that a great impression?
It's our impression.
Who told you that was like...
I used to love that. They would be like they would
better
look
than
like
what I do.
punks or something.
Yeah, it would be like, for anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, it's a little smiley face on a stick.
Yeah.
They'd shake around it and make that noise.
But
then there was one that would go like,
oh yeah.
It sounds like a cat getting angry.
that's the sound that Marcus makes when he throws up. It's not a joke.
Yeah, I wasn't describing what it was like. I literally just threw
I
up.
literally haven't stopped laughing. I just laughed like a straight 6-7 minutes.
Arnie,
That's an Arnie one.
the toy.
Right.
It's been a journey,
It's
guys.
been a journey.
It has.
So what have we learnt today? We've learnt what to eat on what day,
Yep, so you can take that away with you.
what to avoid at
I've got to be honest,
corner shops.
the penny whistle's my favourite bit.
The favourite bit, yeah.
Yeah. The lump on left tit whistle. It's my... That destroyed me.
Well, I hope you all had a pleasant time listening in on the first episode of Men with Hats and
I hope you
also with
haven't.
Beards. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next week.